Hey guys, welcome back to The Last Millennial. I'm your host, Sarah Becci, and I'm here interviewing all of your favorite TikTokers. You can find us anywhere you stream podcasts, including Spotify and Apple Music. Plus, don't forget to check us out on TikTok. All right, let's get into this week's interview. Basically, the whole reason I started this thing was to get to know the person behind the talk. So,
Behind the
behind the talk.
well,
So,
here I am, behind the talk,
behind the talk.
or
Okay.
in front of the talk, I guess.
We're now in front of it. So you have gained some notoriety. You have like 25K now.
Not to flex or anything.
Not to flex or anything. And a lot of your TikToks that have become like more famous or more viral are the ones about you talking about your childhood in the early 2000s and then comparing it to like 13-year-olds now. How did you come up with that idea and like what inspired you to get on the talk?
So basically during quarantine, well, it was actually pre-quarantine that I downloaded the talk. And I like didn't tell any of my friends because like it was not cool as a millennial like to have TikTok, right?
Yeah.
But like I would see like funny videos on Instagram, like on the meme accounts that I follow, and they were TikToks. And I was like, why don't I just like go to the source material? So I did. And when I was on tour, I would like, scroll before I went to bed, whatever. And then when I came home, I was like, oh, well, now that I have so much time, like I could make funny TikToks. Like there are people who make TikToks and I could be funny too. So also while I was home, I was like going through my closet, like my childhood closet, like everybody was doing. And I found that like wretched pink polo that was in like video that was like went the most viral. And I wore it like my 7th grade picture day. And I was like, I thought I was like the main character. Like I thought I was the hottest shit wearing this polo. Make no mistake, I thought that like the hottest guy at school was like gonna like come up to me and be like, Angie, where did you get that? You look so sexy. I didn't even know what the word sexy meant in 7th grade, but I was like, he's gonna say that word to me. So finding that polo and then watching TikTok and like seeing all these like fringy dances, like Charlie, the queen of TikTok, like doing all these dances. And, much like everybody else, I went through that phase where I was like, oh, these girls are like, oh, they're over sexualizing. And then I found out that Charlie was 15 and I was like, ah, like, woo! Okay, if I was doing that on the internet at 15, I wouldn't be here. I would be dead. I would be 6 feet under the ground. So I was like, we were so unfortunate looking compared to like the Charlies of today. No Gen Z is going through like an awkward phase at all. So I was like, I can make a video about that. Like there's a lot of millennials on the platform now. Like I think that would be like a fun, relatable video. And like overnight, I think it got like 30K like likes. I was like, there's a lot of millennials on this platform who think they remember the olden times of the Cotton Eye Joe. So yeah, that's how that video happened. And then like I just kind of kept rolling with it with like the Gen Z versus millennial stuff. And I'm trying to branch out now and like do like other funny things, just like trends on TikTok that are funny. And yeah, that's how all that started.
I'm seeing you with the newest Ariana Grande one. I had to watch it back because I didn't get it at first, and I was like, wait, why does she look kind of weird when she's like in ominous lighting in her bed, and why does she look a little deformed? Like,
oh, it's because she's wearing a literal sweatshirt under her lingerie. Yeah, I was hoping that one would take people a couple times because like part of like figuring out what goes viral and like what gets viral things is like getting more views. So like if you have a person sitting like watching your video through like 2 or 3 times, like then the algorithm will push it out more to more For You pages. So I was kind of like, I'm gonna put a little Easter egg at the end and like hopefully people will get it, and if they don't, they'll just rewatch it. And then I'll get more views.
that's a good idea. I didn't even I knew that the time spent after watching that documentary, The Social Dilemma, knowing that they are monitoring how much time you're watching and you're eyeballing these videos. And I didn't even think of that TikTok probably used that to push out more views and pushing out this video. So that's really smart of you. You're like bringing in all like the tips and tricks.
Thank you. Yeah, I'm just, well, I'm working with this guy and he's like a social media strategizer guru kind of guy. And he actually told me about that.
Well, that's cool. So you're working with him and you're like trying to push out more content.
Yeah,
So
I'm gonna start a YouTube channel soon too. So
she's starting a YouTube. I am so excited. Count me as the first subscriber. I'm ready to rock and roll.
oh yeah, it's just gonna be pure which is gonna be great. Like the first episode is like a behind the scenes of my jean jacket video. So I did a video on my TikTok. It was like a 30-second like music video called My Jean Jacket, and it's really just an ode to all basic white girls who just don't have anything else to wear in the fall, and they think that wearing like black pants and a jean jacket like is a personality trait. And I'm dragging them because it's also me. Like I am dragging myself in the creation of my jean jacket. And it's just like, you're in the fall, you want to wear a crop top, but you don't want to be cold. You want to be trendy, but you don't want like creepy men to look at you. What do? You wear an oversized jean jacket. And it's fashion because it's oversized.
And it's fashion.
And it's fashion. So what I did was I took the accountant song, which is also a thing on TikTok. It's like an actor who like makes this song about like, when anybody asks me what I do, I tell them I'm an accountant. Because it's easier than explaining that you're an actor, you audition, and that's your full-time job, blah, blah. So I thought that video was like hysterical. So I was like, copy, paste, thank you. And the guy who did the accountant song actually commented, and he was like, this is the sequel that accountant needed. This is amazing. And I was like,
you're like, this is everything I needed and more. Thank you.
Literally, I was like, this is fame. This is what fame feels like.
I'm feeling it now. This is the moment that I'm going to look back and recognize as fame.
Literally. Well, there was a few other moments that came with. Oh my God. Okay, Sarah, truly wild. So with the Millennial versus Gen Z dance one, the one with the pink polo that I was talking about earlier.
Yeah.
So that video ended up in so many different places. It ended up on Reddit, specifically on like the TikTok cringe subreddit, which like I don't really go on Reddit very much, but my cousins, I have 14 cousins. We have a big group chat, and I woke up one morning and there was like a link to my video on the subreddit, and it was like Angie's Famous, and it had like millions of views and like thousands of comments and stuff. And I was like, how did this happen? Who put this here?
Who downloaded it? Literally, who downloaded it?
Who was like, this is worthy of the TikTok cringe subreddit? Post. It blew my mind. So that was a thing. And also on Reddit, the comments are just so much different than like the comments on TikTok. Because like the comments on TikTok are like, OMG, this is funny. OMG, they don't get the awkward phase, like that kind of thing. Reddit, like they tear you to shreds. They really do. They were like, well, first of all, there's creepy guys who have nothing to do but scroll on Reddit, and the people who just want to tear you to shreds, right? So
what a great combo.
yeah, it was just like a healthy blend of that. One of the comments that was like across the board was her eyebrows. OMG, her eyebrows. Is anybody else noticing her eyebrows? She's got caterpillars for eyebrows. What did it say? Thank this lady and her eyebrows for making this video or something like that. And then like, oh God, it was like, you look like a lesbian lumberjack with those eyebrows and that polo. I was like, first of all, I'm not even wearing flannel, so how do I look like a lesbian lumberjack? Second of all, I have great eyebrows, you're just jealous. And then one of the other ones was like, oh my God, but seriously, like, who's the girl doing like the classy bougie ratchet dance? She's hot. Like gross stuff, not stuff that I can't repeat on this podcast.
Things we quite literally cannot repeat.
No. So I took those comments and I made TikToks about them. And I dragged them to Phil because
we love a good drag.
Yeah, because like, what else do you do when you're being dragged? You drag them right back. So,
that's what makes it fun. That's what gives you power, is like when you just don't care, because in a relationship, the person who holds the power is the one who cares the least. And so it's so true. So like when you're doing that, it just shows your power. You're just like, I am the all powerful Angie and I cannot be stopped.
Absolutely. And I don't even know if those people ended up seeing that TikTok video, because I did end up getting a lot of follows on TikTok because of Reddit, which is great.
You've always been a very funny gal. And you're an actor, correct? So tell me a little bit about that journey.
Yeah, so I went to Wagner College for musical theater for a degree. I graduated in spring of 2019. So I've been out for only a year now. Well, I guess like a year and a half now, which is so weird. Like I feel like I've been out of college for like 6 years. So right after I graduated, I went to do summer stock at the Ocean City Theater Company in Ocean City. I did like Mamma Mia and then like a couple of other theater for young audience shows, which is really where like I found that I shine. So I was doing that. And then when I got back from that, I auditioned for the esteemed, critically acclaimed Baby Shark Live, the musical. And it was my first like real professional New York audition ever in my life, which is kind of like embarrassing to say, but I booked it. And I went on tour with Baby Shark Live, the musical, for 3 months.
That is fame, because Baby Shark has literally rippled through America and across the globe, honestly, and has become such a meme. So the fact that you were on tour live with Baby Shark is just, that's fame. To me, that's fame. I don't know how you get higher.
Oh yeah, it was honestly like, it was a surreal like situation, because first it was like, oh my god, like it's a national tour, like this is amazing, like out of college, whatever. And then I was like, I'm gonna be singing Baby Shark do 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 for like 3 months straight. How do I feel about that?
Like, are you gonna, like, did you kind of go crazy a little bit? Like, did the songs ever get old, or did you get even more into it?
Well, that's the question, actually, that like the top question I get asked about tour. And honestly, you just kind of get used to it. It's like when you go to work every day, it's like, oh, like a normal person like checks their email and like checks the to-do list, and I sing Baby Shark and wear a pig costume. It's just a normal day at the office for me, you know? So the brand Pinkfong, the one that like put out the video to begin with, it's like a children's brand. So they have other songs that they put into the show. So basically, our director, choreographer / writer of the show put together this whole, it's basically like a jukebox musical, but for kids. So it's got like Wheels on the Bus, it's got like Skidamarink, we do Five Little Monkeys Jumping on the Bed, and then other Pinkfong songs that are like for the kids. And costumes are out of this world, Sarah. Like truly, like I was wearing a banana, like a full banana costume for one of them. Like I was a literal dancing banana for a song. I was a pig, a tap dancing penguin, and a fish puppeteer. So I was like this Martha Graham like bodysuit situation with these like frillies on our arms to make it look like we were underwater. And we had confetti cannons at the end. So it was a full like cinematic experience.
That would be my favorite part, is like the confetti cannons at the end, but I'm sure there were kids screaming, I'm sure.
Oh, yeah. I mean, there was kids screaming the entire time. Like there was never a time when I looked out in the audience and like we had the full attention of everyone in the audience, because it's for kids, you know, like 3 and under. But yeah, at the very end, it actually ends with like a Baby Shark Live, like EDM remix.
That's pretty lit.
Yeah, like full light show, full like everything but the kitchen sink, like fog. It was more like a jukebox musical concert for kids.
Honestly, I kind of wish I got tickets. I feel like I missed out a little bit.
I have a full version if you want. I can.
Oh, I love. Please. Okay, so now because of quarantine, you're obviously home, and are you auditioning for more stuff? Like, what are your goals for the future? Like, what would be like your dream role? What would you love to do?
Okay, so yeah, obviously with quarantine and everything, like it's a very different world now. Theater is not happening, unfortunately. Some places it is, and in safe ways, but you know, Broadway is closed until further notice, that kind of thing. So actually during quarantine, I also filmed a commercial, my first like lead in a commercial, which was super cool.
What commercial? Tell us about that.
Yeah, so it was a commercial for Poll Everywhere, which is kind of like Zoom, but it allows you to, there's like more features in it, so you can like ask questions to like, if you're doing like a lecture and it's like 50 people, and like it's easier for everybody to type in and say like yes, no, or like this is my answer, and like it's easier for the host to see like if people are actually paying attention and what people's responses are, instead of like, oh, I can, oh no, you go ahead, no, you go ahead, okay. And it was really cool because it was all remote. So the production team like sent me all the equipment, and setting everything up, like the lights and the camera. It was like a Canon, like regular camera. Like it wasn't anything huge, but like they FaceTimed me while I was like setting it all up, so I wasn't like breaking anything. But I set up it was filmed in my living room, the commercial itself. Yeah, the day of filming, they were on Zoom with me, and they were like directing me through Zoom, the whole script and everything.
That's crazy. Technology.
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, I mean, technology is insane. But yeah, they put a program in my computer where they could like control the camera. So like the cameraman was able to like focus and like make sure all the colors were there and like fix the light balance and stuff. It was insane. And they could control my computer too. So like they were like fixing it all like in front of my eyes. It was wild.
And you just had to sit there and look pretty.
Yeah, exactly. I did my own hair. I was my own hair and makeup squad. And yeah, it's on their website now, which is really cool.
Okay, you're definitely gonna have to send that to me so I can get a little tool here for
yeah, so I'll send you a care package. It will include Baby Shark Live the musical and my Pull Everywhere commercial, my crowning achievements in life. And the clip of my TikTok on the Hoda and Jenna show. That was exciting too.
Wait, okay, another famous moment. Your clip was on the Hoda and what show?
Hoda and Jenna. It's the Today Show. It's the Today Show on NBC.
So it was on the Today Show.
Yeah.
Okay. Now, how did that come about? How are you just like, okay, there's me on TV?
Okay, so, well, first of all, I was doing the most glamorous thing ever in the world when I found out that it was on TV. I was teaching children a craft. So the Today Show, like the verified Today Show account, like commented on my video and was like, this is so funny. Can we use this on our show? And I was like, is that real? I was like, so I commented back. I was like, of course, like, whatever. I was like, well, I responded back. I was like, of course, like, let me know, like, if and when it airs or whatever. No comment back. I was like, okay, whatever, fine. 2 weeks later, I'm getting like a bunch of notifications and comments on that video that's like, you're on the Hoda and Jenna show. This TikTok is on the Hoda and Jenna show. Like this comment if you're watching this on the Today Show right now. And I was like, so like, because I was teaching, like I couldn't watch it, right? So what my best friend actually works for NBC. She does like the analytics for like the news. So I texted her and I was like, hey, any chance you have like a live feed of the Hoda and Jenna show right now? And like, any chance you could tell me like if I'm on TV? And she FaceTimed me immediately. She was like, you're on the Today Show! Like, I'm screen recording it for you so you can save it forever, like blah blah blah. Hoda like butchered the heck out of my name, but it's fine. I still love her. It was another like, oh my god, like this is insane kind of moment.
Wow, and it's only the beginning. It really is only the beginning.
Yeah, I'm excited to see where like TikTok takes me and YouTube, and I just like making people laugh, you know. And it's this whole quarantine has taught me that I can really like create my own material. I never really thought that I would be able to like, I can't like write a play. I mean, I probably could write a play if I really wanted to, but like that was never something that interested me. But like sketches, skits, SNL, that kind of thing, like stand-up comedy, even improv, like that's the stuff that I really love and then I feel like I shine in. To circle back to your question about my like dream role or what I would want to do, I feel like in Amy Poehler, Tina Fey, like they're kind of like my role models. Like I love, they're just creating stuff for other people to be funny in, creating for them to be funny. And they work with a lot of the same people because they're all like just friends from UCB and like they get each other. They work really well. So I feel like I'm finding a lot of like just other creators that I'm finding on TikTok that like we mutually follow each other now because we both think we're funny. And like, I don't know, once quarantine is over and like we meet, like Endgame, like we're gonna get there all together. Like I feel like it's just the start of a new chapter, you know.
It's over once you guys are in person. It's just like it's signed, sealed, delivered. You guys are ready to rock and roll. I'm so excited.
Absolutely. Also, singing was like always my first passion.
Yeah.
So being able to be funny in a musical, like that's like top tier. Like if I could be like Dawn and Waitress, one of my dream roles for sure. And also like musical comedy is another thing that I've obviously like kind of dipped my toe in with TikTok and stuff, because funny songs are like great because they get stuck in your head. It makes you laugh all day because you're like, oh, I'm singing this stupid song about a jean jacket, but like it's so true. You know what I mean?
Bored in the house and I'm in the house bored. Bored
in the house and I'm in the house bored. Like TikTok has birthed such beautiful like silly content that's just, it's great. I love it.
Things that we'll never forget in our head, and we can still talk about even when like TV, because a lot of productions got shut down when we can't talk about all the favorite new shows. You can be like, have you seen this video? This is so relatable.
I don't know if you've seen anything about like Charlie's family, like the D'Amelio family. They have like, they're like a whole brand now. Like they have their own YouTube channel. Like they are just all famous.
Like the Kardashians, they're like the digital version of the Kardashians.
They really are. And I watched an interview with all of them the other day, and like it kind of bothers me a little bit because yeah, Charlie is like a beautiful dancer. Like she really is a great classically trained dancer. But like her family is just so boring. Like they're kind of like watching paint dry a little.
They're not hitting each other with purses like the Kardashians.
Oh, I know. I'm like, excuse me, if you're gonna go down this reality TV route, like you're gonna have to ham it up a little bit. Like you can, I will gladly insert myself into your family dinners just to like spice it up a little bit so you can have some stuff for the camera, you know?
In the baby shark costume. Here I am.
Yeah, in my banana costume, I will come up and I don't know, whack the table. Like I'll just start a food fight. I don't know, just add some zest, you know?
Some zest. I totally agree with that. I'm excited to see like where that goes. And to me, it's exciting more so like digital platforms. And like you said, we studied acting growing up, and we never really thought that we could really create anything on our own because we were taught that it's a team effort, and it still is. It's not that it's not. It's just that we do have these devices in our hands, and we can edit, and we can come together and create our own content really without anyone else. It's better when we have other people, but we actually do have that power in our hands. So it's cool that you were able to take that and your funny, exuberant, bombastic personality and, you know, throw it on the talk and have us all enjoy it.
Yeah, exactly. Like having TikTok as an outlet for quarantine, like definitely just helped me in general, because I was like, oh my God, I was doing what I love for, you know, when I was on tour every day, and now I'm not. I feel so unfulfilled. And also there's a global pandemic happening. So like, what's a girl to do? And then I was like, oh, well, I can make myself laugh and make other people laugh. So let me just keep going with this whole TikTok thing.
Exactly. We love that. Okay. So now I would like to do the game. So I have two games that I want to play with you. I'm not going to tell you the second one at first, but the first one is I'm going to send you some pictures and I want you to identify them for me and tell me what your associations are of them and explain them to me. I'm going to send you some throwback items. We're going to educate the younger viewers about what they are.
I can't wait. Yes. This game is actually reminding me so much of one audio that's like, for the older generation of TikTok, people born in the early 2000s, late 90s. I was like, the older generation? I'm only 24. Why are you trying to drag me like that?
Also, we're not that old. Like, it's crazy how like on this app we're considered old and we're not in real life.
I know. Like, we're young and sprightly compared to like everybody else in the world, you know? And then there was another video that was like this boy who was like, in the early 90s, they had Bye 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 by NSNYSNC, like spelling out in sync, like as if it was like an acronym. And I was like, boy, you better not. Anyway, so yeah. Okay. Should I look at the pic? I just had a visceral reaction to this photograph. So it is the quintessential hand candy of the late 90s, early 2000s, otherwise known as a pink Motorola Razr. And one thing that, like, amongst other things that the Gen Z of today will never understand is pressing the button 4 times to get to the letter S. Like, you will never know the pain that we went through. Like, the carpal tunnel that we have now, like, you'll never know because the S is right there, but it's not on the Motorola Razr, which is all that we had. And the terrifying, like, gut-wrenching feeling that you received when you accidentally clicked the internet button in the menu, because our parents didn't pay for internet on our phones, because that was not the thing.
Data was not like unlimited. It was like, God forbid you went on, they were like, why is the phone bill up how many dollars this month?
Exactly. Like, there was no such thing as like internet on the phones. And if you had internet on your phone, you were like a businessman with a BlackBerry. Like, that was not, you were not going on Facebook, you were not going on Instagram.
Okay, this is the next one.
These are such deep cuts, Sarah. So this is the iPod Nano, which I totally had when I was in middle school. Yeah, middle school going into high school, I think. And then I upgraded to the iPod Touch, which I felt like the bougiest bitch in the entire world, walking around with my iPod Touch. But yeah, the iPod Nano was just arguably, I would say, one of the most like convenient things to ever have. But I also only had like 3 albums on there. One of them was Born to Run by Bruce Springsteen, because I stole that from my dad. The second one was the Metamorphosis album by Hilary Duff, because that was peak early 2000s content. I believed that I was Hilary Duff when I was younger. Also Raven Simone, but she didn't have an album. And Beautiful Soul by Jesse McCartney. Those were the 3 albums that were on my iPod Touch. The most important albums. I believed that I was going to be married to Jesse McCartney by the time I was 20. And I was sadly mistaken, unfortunately.
He was my first, oh no, Aaron Carter was my first concert, and he took his shirt off, and I was scarred, and I was like, Mom, boys aren't supposed to do that in public.
You were like, Mom, that's gross. Boys have cooties.
Exactly. I was like 5. I was like, Mom.
Mom. Oh my God. I was going to a Bruce Springsteen concert when I was 5. Just Jersey girl things. But I think, oh my God, my first like real concert was like, it was the Hannah Montana Jonas Brothers tour when they went on tour together. Oh yeah.
Oh, remember the curls? They all had really curly hair. And
they literally had, Nick Jonas had your hair. Like
literally.
You could be Nick Jonas for Halloween, just spray it brown. It's funny actually, because when I was on tour I was on tour last Halloween. So 2 other of the girls who were in my cast, that wasn't English, but you know what I mean? We love the Jonas Brothers. So we decided that we were going to be the Jonas Brothers for Halloween, but like the 2000s Jonas Brothers. So like I was Joe. I bought this wig that was like the bangs, and like I got a fedora, and the girl who was Nick, we put her in like a vest and like a t-shirt. The girl who we had as Kevin, we put her in like a red like felt blazer. Like it was and we made a music video, and we had one of our other cast members be Miley Cyrus. Like he dressed in drag and he was Miley Cyrus.
Oh my God, that's absolutely incredible. Here's the next one. This might also send you.
Okay, AOL Messenger. So when I was younger, did not actually have AOL Messenger because my parents were incredibly protective. So I was not really on the internet until I was like in high school and like could kind of go on without them like knowing what I was doing. So like I never had the thrill hearing you've got mail or like having like an away message that was like meant for somebody else, but like, you know, it's meant for like that one person. But I will say that my first email was SingStar 61. So I feel like that's probably what my AIM name would have been. But yeah, SingStar 61 or Singing Freak 123. Those were like my 2 go-tos because I was a singer, if you couldn't tell.
Mine was srrockstar@yahoo.com, so I understand. And my password was family.
Because you're a family girl.
Yeah. Well, my dad made it. He was like, I have to know what your password is. And I was like, okay. He was like, something that you remember. And I was like, my family? And he was like, that's the password.
A sensible 6-word password that like easily could be hacked. Like totally. Yeah. Let's make that my daughter's.
Yeah, now it's like AEY234 and you have to change it every 5 months.
Oh my God, yeah. It's like must have a capital, a lowercase, a symbol, also must have an emoji, and you also must be able to say it backwards. And you also have to do the security code to make sure you're not a robot.
Yes.
I'm like,
okay, so you're 3 for 3. Here's the next one.
Oh God. I love and miss every single day Blockbuster video, let me tell you. My mom and I would go to Blockbuster every Friday, and it was like my like weekend treat that I got to pick out like whatever movie I wanted to watch, right? One time it was one of the Mary-Kate and Ashley movies. So I'm pretty sure it was the one where they like go to like a cabin, like they go camping with their friends. I forget which one it is. So we got that one and it was amazing, like 10 out of 10 would recommend. And then we bring it back to Blockbuster and I realized that I forgot to put the DVD. I don't remember if it was a tape or a DVD. I think it was a DVD at that point. So I didn't put the DVD back in the case itself. So like we returned the case, but not the DVD. So like Blockbuster called us and they were like, hey, you didn't give us back our DVD. We kind of need it. But like, I really kind of wanted to keep it. We just like didn't ever bring it back. We were banned from Blockbuster after that.
Because of Mary-Kate and Ashley.
All over Mary-Kate and Ashley DVD. Which like is fine now because like I can watch Netflix at my leisure. Like I don't have to worry about like sneaking into Blockbuster under an alias, which is great, but not so great for them, unfortunately.
Okay, here's the next one.
The ramen hair on Justin.
Ramen hair.
Can we talk about the ramen hair? Because okay,
back then I was into it. The frosted tips were hot back then. I was into it.
Absolutely. It's funny you sent me this picture, like exactly because, so at the start of quarantine, I also like have an Etsy shop and I paint things as well. So at the start of quarantine, I was making cards for my friends, like put a thing on my Instagram and I was like, send me your address. Like if you want me to make you a homemade card. So my cousin Val is obsessed with Justin Timberlake and has been for 20 years now. And I literally painted this picture and it was like on the card, it said like, roses are red. When it rains, it's gray. The next time you leave your house, it's gonna be May. And she peed her pants. She was like, this is the best thing I've ever seen.
Okay, here's the next one.
How are you doing this? Like, it's literally like you just are reaching into like the caverns of my childhood and just like taking out all of these things. Okay, I collected Live Strong bracelets when I was in elementary school. And did you ever have like those like craft fairs at your school ever?
Yes,
Like
or the Scholastic book fairs were my auntie.
Yes. And like where your parents would give you like $15 and you felt like you were the bougiest bitch, like walking around with a 10 and a 5. Yeah. So I bought so many fake Live Strong bracelets because I was like, I need my arms need to be full of them. I need to live strong. And that's what I did.
Instead of working out, I am strong.
Yes. I think I am strong, therefore I am strong. And that's how it works. But yeah, no, Live Strong bracelets, I still have a box of them like up in my attic. Like I promise you, I did not get rid of them.
You know, people make a quilt out of t-shirts. Maybe you'll like make a table or something like a glass, like
Like I'll just like pour resin, like I'll just put a bunch of Live Strong bracelet, or like I'll make coasters. I can make coasters.
You can make.
Wait, this is not a bad idea.
I know.
They can be clear in the middle, and like you don't realize it, but like they're the Live Strong bracelet on the outside.
Okay, all right. There's one more. Okay, this one isn't about.
It's
is less about the people and more about what they're wearing.
Okay, great.
I think this is number 5.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Shit, it's different. That Canadian suit, that all jean ensemble that was worn by the iconic Britney and Justin duo.
Yes.
This is like peak culture. When you think fashion icons, you think like Lady Gaga's meat dress and like Justin and Britney wearing like the all jean ensemble. This was a Halloween costume like that shook the ages. Like I can't tell you how many people I've seen like recreate this look like for Halloween, for other various costumes. Like, I don't know why jean on jean was like such a thing that we thought was okay to do like in the late 90s, early 2000s.
I don't know why. I don't know who, and especially when they were different colored jeans. Like they were
like, at least try to get it to match. I don't know. Like I'm all for taking a fashion risk, but like it's a little too risky for me, I think.
Okay, so basically you slayed the game. I think it was 7 in total. Now we're moving on to the next game. The name of this game is That's So 2000. Whatever you have on hand, do a 2000s starter pack. 3 minutes, go.
I have to get stuff.
You have to go get stuff right now, wherever you are.
Yeah, I'm in my basement, so I have to walk up 2 flights of stairs, but I'll be right back.
I'm so excited to see what she comes up with. I wonder how many items she'll get.
Okay.
Are you back already? Are you back?
Yeah.
That was a minute and 30 seconds.
Yeah, I'm very lucky that like all of my stuff that I make for my TikToks is in one bag. And it's all my early 2000s stuff. So I was like, just throwing shit in the bag. I got it. I'm ready. I'm ready for show and tell.
Please take us through the 2000s starter pack.
Okay, well, no 2000s moment is complete without a sweatshirt from a bat mitzvah that you cut, and it's neon, of course, because everything was neon. And it says got hula because it was a hula-themed bat mitzvah that I went to. And it's cut because, you know, everything was like layers in the early 2000s. And oh, you need something to hold your change in? Well, good thing you have this sequined limited to change purse that held approximately 45 cents. That's good because you didn't really have much more money than that when you were in the early 2000s. Oh, you need something to hold your books in when you're going to school? Or you need something to bring to your sleepover and you want your friends to think you're cool? Well, look no further, because we have the free bag that you would receive from Victoria's Secret when you spend a purchase of $75 or more, and it says Peace Love Pink on it. And what is it, $75? And it's reversible. Great. Oh, well, obviously you need an outfit for your first day of school. So good thing I brought lots of options. So we have this perfect, very amazing Party in the H-Co shirt from Hollister and Company, which you can very easily layer with the following. We have a tank top with the lace on the top, of course, because it needs to peek out of the V-neck because, you know, it's not fashion unless you can see the tank tops under the shirt. So if that's not your style, we also have the Abercrombie and Fitch pink polo option. Now, you can choose to wear this on its own, which is a fine option. Or if you want to zest it up a little bit, we have other various tank tops that you can wear over it, such as this cheetah print tank top with a built-in cami bra, because you're a lady. And no early 2000s outfit is ever complete without your classic Bermuda short plaid pants. These are from Express, so they're a little bougie, not gonna lie. These were probably my mom's, but I stole them. Yeah, these are great to wear with a polo, or you could wear them with a graphic tee that you also got from Victoria's Secret in your purchase of $75 or more, so you could get the free bag. Or you could even wear your concert t-shirt from the Jonas Brothers concert in 2009.
I have that same shirt.
Of course you did. I just slingshot you back to 2009. Oh, let's see. Do I have any other fun things in here? Oh, right. How could I forget? Well, you cannot have your hair in your face because it's the early 2000s. So you need to be able to see all of the iCarly and Victorious episodes that you're watching. So we have the Vera Bradley headband to keep all of your side bangs that you cut yourself in 7th grade out of your face. And also for your gym locker, we have the pink with a splash, sweet and flirty all over body mist. Now, it's very important that you just spray this everywhere. Literally everywhere. Oh my God. You don't want to be able to breathe after. See, like I'm joking, like you should be joking. If you're not joking, you're doing it so wrong. And no early 2000s outfit is complete without accessories, right? So we have the shutter shades, which are 0% functional, 100% fashion, because you can barely see out of them. But they're great for parties. And if you're looking for something a little more functional but still fashionable, we also have the punched out 3D glasses, which are also an option if you want your crush to think that you're like flirty but also smart. And then if you actually are blind like I was, we have real prescription glasses that I wore in the early 2000s in middle school.
You know, they remind me of like the reading glasses my mom picks up at the grocery store.
Oh my God. Yeah, these are readers. These like are basically readers. Like I picked these frames and let me tell you, I was like, these these are hot. Like, I look like a sexy librarian. And two more things. So because everybody like just wanted to make sure that everybody had their friends locked down and like that, you were friends for life, we made these many a friendship bracelet that you just kept. It was the gift that kept on giving, because if you saw your friend wearing it, you knew that like you were going to be friends forever. And you also knew how to support the causes when you were you were a philanthropist in the early 2000s, because we loved boobies in the early 2000s. And nothing says main character quite like listening to your old tunes on your iPod Touch with your Paul Frank case. And that's what I got for you.
That 2000 starter pack was probably the most epic thing. And the fact that you retrieved all these items in under a minute and 30 seconds, I was afraid that 3 minutes wasn't enough, but obviously I gave you too much time.
Yeah, no, you really said, I'm going to give you this. And I said, oh, I'm not even going to run. I'm a sprint with this. I'm a sprint. Oh my God, it smells like Sweet and Flirty now because I sprayed so much shit. I tasted it in my mouth. Like, this is reminding me of like changing in the girls' locker room and like being nervous that they were going to see my boobies.
Oh my God, literally. And the boobs bracelet was like such a cool thing. Like that was how like you flirted with boys, was like having the boobs bracelet because they're like, like boobs.
And you were like, what? These old things? Well, I have to hide them now, but I support them.
Thank you so much, Angie. This has been so much fun. I think I cried a little because I was laughing so hard.
I definitely peed a little, so I'm glad we're on the same page.
Literally hard. I want to be little too. So if you want to follow your TikTok, drop the @ What's the @?
Yes, if you want to follow me on TikTok and Instagram, they're the same @. It's @acooz31, ACOOZ31.
And is your YouTube channel gonna have the same thing going on?
It's just gonna be my name, Angie Kakuza.
Okay. And then the Etsy shop though.
Oh, that Etsy shop. Yes, it's Kakuza Impressions. So my last name, COCUZZA Impressions on Etsy.
Awesome. So you guys better check out all of her content, both whether it's physical in art form or digital on the talk. You guys really need to check her out. She is hilarious. Thank you so much for coming on today, Angie.
Thanks for having me, Sarah. This was so fun. Thank you.
Thank you so much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe to support this channel and a gal chasing her dreams. You can find us anywhere you stream podcasts, including Spotify and Apple Music, and of course on TikTok. Please tune in next week to see another amazing interview. See you out there, TikTokers.